You don't rise to the level of your goals. You actually are going to fall to the level of the systems you put in place. What if the secret to success is literally as simple as having a checklist? And so if you're watching this video, what I want you to do is this: write down your biggest goal. It can be anything. It can be getting the body you've always wanted, paying off debt, starting your own business, building a social media following. Goals are so limiting. Goals are usually emotionally driven. We think we have a feeling and then we say, I've got this goal. Whereas systems are execution driven. And so I think of it like this: goals are like a compass. Systems are the car, the plane, or the yacht that are going to get you to the destination.
And there it is, the fundamental shift that separates fleeting desire from actual achievement. Layla's analogy is perfect. A compass is worthless if you're stranded on an island with no vehicle. But this begs a deeper question, one that we must explore to truly understand the nature of progress. If we all know a destination is unreachable without a means of transport, why do so many of us spend our lives just staring at the compass, polishing it, talking about it, and admiring its direction, yet never moving? It's because we have been culturally conditioned to fall in love with the idea of the struggle. We have been taught to admire the heroic, arduous climb, believing that the hardship, the pain, and the resistance are what make the destination worthy in the first place. The truth, however, is that this is a deeply flawed and inefficient philosophy. The most effective path forward isn't the one with the most obstacles or the one that demands the most suffering. It's the one that was intelligently and dispassionately designed before the first step was ever taken. It's the path engineered not for heroism, but for certainty. The core of this misunderstanding, this societal worship of struggle, lies in our perception of willpower. We treat it like a heroic, almost mystical force that we can summon on demand. From the depths of our soul, we celebrate stories of people who pushed through the pain and wanted it more, believing that their emotional fortitude was an infinite wellspring of power that is available to anyone, if only they dig deep enough. This is a foundational error in our thinking, a myth that causes immense guilt and frustration. Willpower isn't a magical character trait that you either have or you don't. It is a finite, measurable, biological resource, much like the charge in a battery. It has a limit. Every single decision you make throughout the day, no matter how small, drains a piece of that battery. It is a cognitive resource, and just like a muscle, it becomes fatigued with overuse. To believe you can run your entire life on this easily. Depleted resource is like expecting your phone to last for a week of heavy use on a single charge. It defies the physics of your own biology. Think about the sheer weight of a typical day, not in hours, but in decisions. The alarm goes off. Do you hit snooze or get up immediately? That's one decision. What will you wear? You open the closet, and a cascade of micro-decisions follows. Does this match? Is it appropriate for the weather? Is it clean? That's 10 more decisions before you've even had coffee. What will you eat for breakfast? Do you take the time to cook or grab something fast? Which route will you take to work to avoid traffic? What music or podcast will you listen to? Each choice, seemingly insignificant, is a small withdrawal from your mental bank account. They are tiny, imperceptible leaks from your reservoir of cognitive energy. So by the time you face a truly significant choice later in the day, like turning down junk food, pushing through a difficult workout, or focusing on a complex project instead of procrastinating, your account is already overdrawn. A system, in its essence, is a mechanism to automate these withdrawals. It prepays the cognitive cost of your recurring, essential actions so that your willpower is preserved for the moments it is truly needed, for creativity, for crises, and for connection. This is where you must adopt a new mental model, a framework. That changes the entire game. You must consciously separate the role of the architect from the role of the laborer. The architect is the visionary version of you. This is you at your best, calm, rational, clear-headed, and forward-thinking. The architect operates outside the chaos of the day-to-day, designing the blueprints for success with logic and foresight. This is you on a Sunday afternoon, planning your meals and workouts for the week. The laborer, on the other hand, is the version of you in the trenches. This is you on a Tuesday morning, feeling tired, unmotivated, and pulled in a dozen different directions. The fatal flaw in most people's approach is that they force themselves to be the architect and the laborer at the exact same time. They wake up and try to design the blueprint and build the house simultaneously, all while battling the storm of their immediate emotions. It is a recipe for absolute failure. A system allows you to be the brilliant architect once, and then it empowers you to be the efficient, unthinking laborer for the rest of the time, simply executing a plan that your best self has already vetted and approved. This is precisely why this method of operating feels almost illegal or like an unfair advantage. It completely sidesteps the glorified cultural narrative of the daily, heroic struggle. Our society has a deep-seated romanticism for the grind, for the artist who suffers for their art, the entrepreneur who never sleeps, the athlete who bleeds for the win. We are taught that victory should be dramatic, hard-won, and climactic. Systems are the complete antithesis of this. They make progress methodical, predictable, and, to be frank, incredibly boring. And that very predictability is the ultimate unfair advantage. It means your success is no longer a slave to your emotional state. It is no longer dependent on a lightning strike of inspiration or a desperate, last-minute surge of motivation. It becomes an expected outcome, a quiet inevitability that has been engineered by the elegant design you put in place weeks or months ago. It feels like a cheat code because you are no longer playing the same game as everyone else. While they are fighting a new battle every morning, you have already won the war. Viewed from another angle, building a system is one of the highest forms of kindness and compassion you can show to your future self. Take a moment and picture the person you will be in a few hours, or tomorrow morning, or next Thursday evening. That version of you will likely be tired, depleted of willpower, and vulnerable to temptation and distraction. When you build a system today, you are giving a profound gift to that future self. You are taking the immense burden of choice off their shoulders. You are creating an environment where the path of least resistance leads directly to your goal, not away from it. Laying out your gym clothes the night before is not just a time-saving hack. It's a compassionate act for your groggy, unmotivated morning self. Prepping healthy meals for the week is not just about nutrition. It's a fortress you build to protect your tired, decision-fatigued evening self from making poor choices. It is a profound act of empathy, a message you send through time that says, "I've got you. I've made it easy for you." The deepest and most permanent impact of this practice, however, is on the level of your core identity. This is a critical concept to grasp. You do not think your way into a new identity, you act your way into it. Every single time you flawlessly execute your system, no matter how small or mundane the action seems, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are laying another brick in the foundation of that new identity. One brick is insignificant, but over time, thousands of bricks build an unshakable fortress. Your subconscious mind, the part of you that truly governs your behavior, does not listen to your grand pronouncements or your New Year's resolutions. It only watches your actions. It demands proof. When your actions consistently align with the identity of a healthy, disciplined, or productive person, your subconscious has no choice but to accept it as the new reality. This is how you stop trying to be someone and simply become them. It is the silent, gradual process of providing irrefutable evidence to the judge within. This is what leads to the ultimate endgame Layla mentioned, freedom. But this isn't just the freedom of having more time on your calendar. It is a much deeper, more meaningful form of liberation. It's the profound mental and emotional freedom from the tyranny of having to constantly negotiate with yourself. It is freedom from the exhausting internal debate of should I or shouldn't I that plagues so many people and consumes so much of their precious cognitive energy. When your essential, goal-oriented actions run on a trusted, automated platform, your conscious mind is liberated from the mundane. It is set free to do what it does best, to solve novel problems, to be creative, to be present with your loved ones, to handle the unexpected challenges that life will inevitably throw your way. With a calm and collected spirit, it creates a buffer against the chaos of the world, giving you the mental capacity to not just survive, but to thrive. Ultimately, you must accept a truth that feels counterintuitive to our culture of excitement and novelty. The journey to exceptional, radical results is paved with boring actions, repeated with a relentless, almost robotic consistency. The magic isn't in the individual act of going to the gym once or eating one healthy meal. The magic is in the invisible, compounding effect of thousands of small, correct decisions that were predetermined by an intelligent and dispassionate system. You do not need more passion. You do not need more grit. You do not need to want it more. You need better infrastructure. You need to stop trying to be the hero of your own story every single day and instead have the wisdom to become the quiet, intelligent designer of a system that makes your success a simple, inevitable matter of execution. It is the shift from working harder to working smarter, embodied as a way of life. If this deeper insight into the psychology of systems resonated with you, and you are ready to move from intention to identity, then subscribe for more analyses that break down the mindset behind high performance. Share in the comments which part of your life you'll stop powering with willpower and start designing with an intelligent system. And to get the full original context and learn from the source how to build these powerful systems step by step, make sure to watch Layla's complete, brilliant video. It is linked in the description below. Go build your vehicle.